Hello, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we are going to discuss about NSTP, history of NSTP, the three components of NSTP, and after this discussion, I expect everyone to understand the three components of NSTP, which is ROTC, or Reserve Officers Training Corps, LTS, or Literacy Training Services, CWTS, or Civic Welfare Training Services, and understand its importance and purpose in our life as a student. What is NSTP? A National Service Training Program is a program aimed at enhancing civic consciousness and defense preparedness in the youth by developing the ethics of service and patriotism while undergoing training in any of its three program components. NSTP, its various components are especially designed to enhance the youth's active contribution to the general welfare of the nation. All male and female students enroll in any baccalaureate or in at least 2 years technical or vocational or associate courses are required to complete the equivalent of 2 semesters of an NSTP common module for the of at least 25 hours and any one of the NSTP components as a requisite for graduation. What is NSTP Act 2001? The National Service Training Program is a civic education and defense preparedness program student instituted by the government of the Philippines on 23 July 2001 by the virtue of Republic Act 9163, otherwise known as the National Service Training Program Act of 2001.
NSTP Act of 2001, recognizing the youth's vital role in the nation building, the state shall promote civic consciousness among the youth. Why is it NSTP Act of 2001? Because this NSTP, it was discussed and it was passed through the Congress and approved by the President during that time. It was processed in the year of 2001. Before 2001, we don't have NSTP and CWTS because only the ROTC are there in that time. And ROTC are for the boys only. It only for bachelor or TESDA course that they are enrolled in ROTC automatically. NSTP for letters, but it is the one of the key to the progress of our modern society. Remember, work for a cause, not for applause. Live life to express, not to impress. The youth is the most vulnerable resources of the nation. The youth shall be motivated, trained, and organized. The NSTP help individuals to develop their physical, spiritual, intellectual, and social well-being. In short, NSTP is to improve human nature. When we say physical, why is it physical? It talks about physical body. When we have to take care of our physical body, like doing personal hygiene, moral. It talks about ethics, on how to behave in a group or a community that we are belong. Spiritual. Do you believe in God? It has a life after death? Oh, okay. It talks about religion or belief. Intellectual. It is a mental capacity to think. Socio-emotional.
What is the history of NSTP? The National Service Training Program, NSTP, was implemented by the University of the Philippines, UP Diliman, in accordance with the Republic Act 9163, an act establishing the National Service Training Program, NSTP, for the tertiary level student, enabling the government to create a program that will encourage the youth.
What is ROTC? Reserve Officers Training Corps, designed to provide military training to tertiary level students in order to motivate, train, organize, and mobilize them for national defense preparedness. The first component is ROTC, also known as Reserve Officers Training Corps. This program component is designed to provide military education and training for students to mobilize them for national defense preparedness. This is also a glimpse for growing people to see how military life is and encourage their into service. What is LTS? Literacy Training Service is a component of NSTP that focuses on training students to become teachers of reading, writing literacy, and numeracy to children, out of school youth, and other segments of society.
CWTS. The Civic Welfare Training Service is one of the three components of National Service Training Program, a civic education and defense preparedness program for higher and vocational education students in the Philippines. The third component is CWTS, also known as Civic Welfare Training Service. This program component is designed to provide students which activity contribute to the general welfare and betterment of the life of the member of the community, especially those developed to improve social welfare services. The Technical Education and Skills Development Authority is the government agency tasked to manage and supervise technical education and skill development in the Philippines. It was created by the virtue of Republic Act 7796, otherwise known as the Technical Education and Skills Development Act of 1994.
What is CHED? The Commission on Higher Education is the Philippine government's agency in charge with promoting relevant and quality higher education, ensuring access to quality higher education, and guaranteeing and protecting academic freedom for continuing intellectual growth, advancement of learning, and research.
Coverage of NSTP. Who are the participants of NSTP? The participants of this program is all college students. Even you are a male or a female, there is no consideration you need to finish studying NSTP. Any baccalaureate degree courses or technical vocational courses in public and private institutions are obliged you to undergo one of the three components of NSTP. NSTP components is requisite for graduation.
Scholarship of NSTP. There is hereby created a special scholarship program for qualified students taking the NSTP, which shall be administered by the CHED and TESDA. Funds for this purpose shall be included in the annual regular appropriation of the CHED and TESDA. Fees and incentive of NSTP. NSTP offering in higher and technical vocational educational institution, higher and technical vocational institution shall not collect any fee for any of the NSTP components except basic institution fees, which shall not be more than 50% of what is currently.
Duration and equivalent course unit. Every student shall take NSTP for an academic period of 2 semesters, which is composed of 3 units for 3 semesters with a minimum of 54 hours and a maximum of 90 hours training. Per semester, it can be undertaken for 1 semester program in the line of 2 semesters. NSTP unit shall be not included in the computation of grade point average. Management of NSTP component. Who will manage the NSTP implementation? The school authorized shall exercise academic administrative supervision on the design, formulation, adaptation, and implementation of different NSTP components in their respective school. The school who have contracted CHED accredited or TESDA recognized non-governmental organization to formulate administrative training modules for any NSTP component shall jointly exercise in academic administrative supervision with those NGOs. In summary, we conclude that NSTP it opened our mind and eyes in reality. NSTP it promotes unity. Coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is a progress, and working together is a success. National Service Training Program or NSTP is a program and aim enhancing civic consciousness and defense preparedness in the youth. NSTP it inculcate in the youth patriotism, nationalism, and advance their involvement in the public civic affairs. There are three components. These are ROTC, LTS, and the CWTS. Just remember the acronym RELIF. Reverse Officers Training Corps or ROTC. It is a program designed to provide military training in tertiary level. It mobilizes them in national defense preparedness. The second one is the Literacy Training Program or LTS that aim to strengthen the knowledge, skills, and the values of the future educator. The last one is the Civic Welfare Training Service or the CWTS. It refers the program activities contributory in the general welfare and the betterment of life for the members of the community or the enhancement of its facility.